Hi guys, welcome to AJ's Paintings. In today's video I'll show you what I do for the top coat. You see, once the painting is complete, it loses a bit of its shine because I do use Floetrol, so it's not as shiny as it was when it was still wet, and I want to bring that shine back, so it will look something like this. I don't know if you can see it properly, but yeah, it does bring its shine back. So what do I do when I can't resin? So this one has this pouring medium layer on it that I put on, and I just figured out a very simple process to do it. This is the pouring medium that I use. This is Artist Loft. It's very good. I like how the results are. It's cheaper than Liquitex, so that's good. Okay, so first thing, that's what I do is I make sure that I don't take away the tape. You can't see it, but this is hockey tape that I put on the back, and then I still have my thumb pins, so it's still higher. I finish it up, make sure that if there is anything that I want to work on, I complete that, and then I paint the sides black for my tree paintings. If it's another kind of painting, like a pour, an open cup, or dirty pour, then the sides will have the paint, so I don't really have to worry about that. But for the tree pours, I usually do the sides black. So these two paintings are ready for their final coat. If you want, once it's like this, you can just leave it like that and it's perfect like that. You can hang it like that. If you want top coat on it, you can always spray a gloss spray. This is what I usually use. Sorry, this is the French side. Hold on, where is the English side? Oh, that's the same thing. Okay, so I use either one of those to spray the final coat if I want to. I don't usually end up doing that because I like it like that. Okay, so the first thing that I do, I take a painter's tape and I put it all on the sides, leaving a little bit of lip on top. I'll show you what I do. So I'll just take this and I make sure that there's a little bit going up, go all the way around. Okay, so now when I have this, let me put this one aside. So I would do 2 to 3 paintings at the same time. Now I want to just make sure that I rub my finger around it to make sure that it's like really sticking to the canvas. Oh, hold on, I think. See, this part was a little bit down, so I just want to make sure that it's higher. Okay, let's go back. Okay, let me show it to you closer so you have an idea what I mean. Like, you see how this, I don't know how to show this properly. How there is like this lip, so it's higher. And now I'm gonna make sure that I rub my finger all around so there is no hole and it's really sticking to the painting. Just like that. Okay, let me do the other one and then I'll come back. Okay, I'm back and I taped this painting as well. Now I have both of these paintings ready to go. I will, before I start doing it, I make sure that I have a surface where I can put them to dry. It has to be leveled. So I use a level to make sure that it's not tilted in any way. And now let's start. So I would take my Artist Loft pouring medium. And I'm going to start with one painting. I pour, just making sure that there's no space open in between. It's really sticking. So I will pour on one side. I started putting tape on because I was noticing that if I was trying to do it, I would lose some of the pouring medium and it gets really expensive. So I wanted to find a way that would cover it completely, but I would not be wasting any pouring medium. So this is what I'm doing. I put it on one side and slowly I'm going to move it down, trying to make sure that it covers every side of the canvas. In these paintings, I don't use any silicone, so I don't really have to worry about any oils on the painting. But if you use silicone, or if you think that the painting might have gotten oil on it, make sure to clean it before you put the final coat on. So you see how it's slowly going, covering all sides. Just take your time, make sure there are no holes in between. I find that this works the best. I don't lose any of my pouring medium and it gives me a really nice thin surface which is really shiny and beautiful. If you want, you can always go back and do a couple of coats, but so far I didn't have to. I only did one coat and that was good enough. Okay, if you feel like there might not be enough, I can put a little bit more on. I'm not worried about it getting, wasted, because I will be taking it back, whatever is extra. Make sure to wear your gloves because pouring mediums can get really sticky. Okay. Taking it all to that corner. Okay, and then we're gonna go to that corner. Can't help it move a little bit. Okay, so at this point I will put the other painting under and all the excess, once I'm happy with it, like it's covered everywhere, just making sure there are no places that don't have the pouring medium on. I don't know if you can see there's a couple of parts that don't have it, so I just want to make sure that they get it before I start pouring it out. Take your time with it, make sure that you are covering it completely. Okay, now it's fully covered, and now I'm just going to pour it all on this canvas. I know that in the end, on the side, I see a lot of it, so I kind of massage it outside a little bit so it would move faster. If I'm doing like 3 or 4 canvases at the same time, sometimes I put a lot of pouring medium on one and it just keep going, and it makes the process really, really fast. Okay, I'm gonna speed this up and then I will slow it down once we get to the next painting. Alright, so now I'm gonna start this one and I'll do the same thing. I'll just put it in the end. Okay, make sure it's getting in all the corners, and now bringing it back. So you can keep doing this with as many paintings as you want to cover. Okay, so once you get to the end, I'll put the bottle right here, and then I will get all the excess back in the bottle. So this way I will not waste any of the pouring medium. This does take some time, so just, you know, sit down, watch something when you're doing this, talk to somebody, just give it some time so all of it can go back. This way you're not wasting your pouring medium and you're only putting on what you need to put on. Okay, so once you're done, the last one, just gonna put this back. Okay, so the next step, is when you put it away where you want it to dry, or, you know, take its time. It will take a couple of days before it's completely dry and you can touch it. Before that, try not to touch it. Just keep it in a place where it's safe and there's nothing, no debris, no hair, no dust is going in the painting. So now what I'm gonna do, after, let's say, like 5 to 10 minutes, don't wait any longer than that, just right away, I go ahead and I take away the tape. If you can just find the end. This is always hard. I always forget which side is it. There we go, found it. Okay, so now I'm gonna take the tape off. Very important that you don't wait too long, because if you wait for too long, and let's say 20 minutes or half an hour, it starts drying, and then what happens is that you try to take the tape off and it pulls away from the sides, and the top is dry already and the bottom is still wet, so it will make it uneven. So now what you can see, I don't know if you can see that it's starting to go down. Now I'm going to take my finger with my gloves on and I'm just going to rub it on the sides. If you don't want your sides to have any of the pouring medium, any shine, then you can just leave the tape on until it's completely dry and then you can wipe it off. But I like my sides to be shiny as well, so they would have the same top coat. And that's it. This is what I do. And then I would put it away. I'll come back and then I will do this again a couple of times, because it will keep dripping where on the side where there is more pouring medium, it will keep dripping. So you just want to make sure that you come back a couple of times, not a lot. Like, you don't have to babysit it, but just like for a couple of minutes, come back, run your finger again to make sure that there are no drips on the side. Since we have the tape on the bottom, we're not worried about the bottom. We'll take the tape off once it's completely dry. And that's it. I'll do the same with that one. Doesn't matter how many I have, I will do the same. And once it's dry, you get that beautiful shine on it and you don't have to do anything else to it. Alright, hope it helped. If you have any questions, leave me a comment down below. Please don't forget to subscribe, like and share this video if you like this technique, and I'm always looking forward to your comments. Thank you so much and have a nice day. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.